Hello, lovely bees. It has been a while. I want to wish you a happy new year. I'm a little late. I've had just a difficult start. It's been extremely busy. I've been extremely low in energies. I have a lot of things still health-wise happening ahead. And, you know, being accounting, January is also going to be a busy time of the year. So I was going to do a reading for the week, but then there is no coincidence. So I fell on a tarot spread for the year. It's not going to be a every month energy, and I didn't feel the need to repeat something like that, because if you guys go back to the previous videos that I did the last 12 days or so of the year, there is the energies of every month, so you can just go back to that and see what the energies were going to be for January through December of the coming year. So this one should be more of a summary. We'll see how that goes, if we are going to like it or not. I think that's it. I guess I'm going to start, and I hope everybody is doing well. I did miss you. I'm organized here for now. I don't know if I'm going to stay here. We'll see. I miss my other area, but we'll see how this works here. Okay, s'il vous plaît, nos anges, nos guides, who is going to accompany this reading for the message of the year ahead for our little bees, s'il vous plaît. Nos anges, nos guides, s'il vous plaît. Let's accompany our little bees for this year, s'il vous plaît. Yeah, that wanted to come. The Archangel Uriel with number 4. Number 4 to me, because I do love the tarot and I always go back to the classic tarot, number 4 to me talks about foundation, building. The number 4 in the... you know what? The number 4 could be in any suite, but with the 4, I always go to the 4 of Wands. I always go to the foundation. I always go to the building of the home. So the Archangel Uriel, who first of all talks about great protection for us all. The keyword are illumination, inner power, and ideas into form. So see, I was talking about with number 4 the notion of building and creation and forming your home. Well, this is where you're going to go, I feel, this year. Side note, whenever you're going to hear this message, just know that it could be 10 years from now, 3 months from now. Just go for the next 12 months or for your year, like let's say it's going to be your birthday. That's a good moment to read it as well. Speaking of, I forgot to bring the angel, and I don't know where my book is with the move within the home right now, with the family coming and going. I don't know what I did with my book. So anyways, I will have to also catch up on the angel names for the people born between whichever time. So you are going to get an illumination. You are going to find your inner peace, and all that is going to allow you to put your ideas into form. So great year in... I love when we have that. It's kind of like when I do the moon reading, where you have like it's a new cycle, it's a new beginning. That's what's happening here. Not so much a new beginning, but what you've been brewing. Like when you put all your ingredients together and you put the cake into the oven, you've just put your cake to bake it, and whatever you have been thinking of is finally you're finally baking your cake. I hope you get what I'm trying to say here. So that's lovely, and I hope we can see. Yep. And at the bottom of the deck, I love this. We have the Archangel Michael, who not only comes with a number 1, so I was talking about beginning, but with clarity, truth, and protection. So for some of you that were waiting for a truth of sorts, just know that this is coming as well. What energy is going to accompany us, s'il vous plaît, nos anges, nos guides, throughout this year? I haven't used the energy oracle in a while. I feel like I haven't been here in forever. I'm so sorry, my little bees, for those of you who missed me. Just know that I missed you greatly myself. But like I said, I've been, I feel like I needed to recharge, and maybe a lot of you have needed that week of recharge here to start the year, you know, in a better way, I guess. What energy, s'il vous plaît? Ah, merci. Look at that. Community. I love this. And with the number 7, oh, financial constraint at the bottom of the deck. So be careful to your finances. With number 7, we have the notion of community. We have the notion, to me, again, number 7, for some reason, is always number of perfection. So we are going towards something great and towards your perfection. Just know that, again, you have the need of your community. You have the need. That's been the recurring theme in the, when I was doing the Yule spread for the last 12 days of the year. The notion of two or community or working together or not being alone was very strong. So it feels to me like in order for you to get to that perfection, you need to be reminded that you will not do it alone. Okay, so maybe that's what you will get illuminated about, clarity about, the truth that you will see. This is but these are great energies, and you see the energies of gold, which to me, aside from, oh, did I show you? Yes, I did. I was wondering if I had showed you the cute stuff that Crystal sent to me for Christmas, and I celebrated the birthday of the channel, mostly by myself. But thank you, Crystal. We have this cute ornament that I'm going to try to keep out here. And sorry for just seeing my arm over here. And I was thinking of what, because I was thinking of the chakras. With the gold, we have the second and third chakra I'm thinking of. So that's the spleen and the solar plexus. That's developing your feelings. Maybe that's where you get your truth. For some of you, you may find your inner peace by finally expressing those feelings and bringing back your mental energy to something clear. Okay, do with that what you will. I'm going to use a new deck that I treated myself for Christmas with. Le Tarot Grand Luxe. I had been wanting it for quite a while. So I'm going to do the reading with this. I'm going to put that one away. I want to remember to use this for the last card. So let me keep that here. I'm going to keep that here. Okay. Let's see, I'm going to put that here. Here we go. Okay, s'il vous plaît, nos anges, nos guides. Just get some clear messages for our little bees. And we have the Fool. See, look at that. Starting a new adventure, a new journey with trust. What is that? And Seven of Wands, battle. Okay, s'il vous plaît. Nos anges, nos guides, help me shuffle this so we get clear messages. And I know we haven't done this in a while. So I'm sure like the messages are going to want to be, you know, like the guides when you don't bother them for a while. Then they get all excited. See what I'm talking about? Tower. So shocking change for some of you. Just know that this is taking you for the better. You sometimes, okay, my little bees. 8 of Wands, something happening really quickly, but look at how the light comes ahead. To finish on the Tower, sometimes you have to fall all the way down to get back up and start to something amazing. Okay, so when the universe, oh, and the Two of Cups. That's lovely. After Eight of Swords, after pain. So you will find your what is it? Your lover, your other half, the person that sends you love after some moment of anguish, I guess. S'il vous plaît, nos anges, nos guides. S'il vous plaît, mes petits anges. One of Cups. Ace of Cups. New start in love. Okay, let's stay focused here, s'il vous plaît. Nos anges, nos guides. I want to get working. These cards are marvelous. On the year ahead tarot spread, s'il vous plaît. Okay, I'm going to try shuffling them like this. They're a tiny bit too big for my hands, s'il vous plaît. Voilà, parfait. Not perfect. Work on the spread for this new year for our little bees. What jumped out? The Hierophant. There is a blessing of a situation here, and there is a need for routine, for tradition. The Hierophant and master teacher. The Hierophant is the person that is a professor also for some of us. Okay, s'il vous plaît, nos anges, nos guides. Message for the year ahead. I'm going to get the cut. We have a look of 7 and 8. We have a 7 and an 8. 7 of Cups. There is a lot of options ahead of you that are all giving you, all those options are making you see something amazing, but they're giving you some sort of anguish. What you need to realize, especially with this Eight of Swords here, you're the one holding your hands and covering your eyes because you're afraid to make all these overwhelming choices. You don't know what to pick, but you have the light in the middle of your hands. You have the light on your heart. So pick what brings light to your heart, if that makes sense. Oh, and we have a Two of Coins, so juggling of two situations, and the Two of Cups again. So there is love in your life, my little bees. If you'll allow it. Obviously, with the Eight of Swords, there is a notion of fear. My God, this deck is beautiful. I had been wanting it for a while, and the lovely companies that I work with give us a gift card every year, and I went ahead and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this one. I think that's where I got it. Unless it was a gift from my daughter when she gave me a little bit. I think, either way, it was one of those. Okay, s'il vous plaît. Nos anges, nos guides. The first card is, let me put my notes a little bit differently. See if I can put it this way without messing up the mic. And here we go. Okay, alors, the first thing is the lesson from previous years. So there is two questions in this spread, is the lesson from previous year and the lesson from last year. So I think I just finally realized what is the lesson that our little bees got from previous years, s'il vous plaît. And that's called the Sunset card. What is a lesson from the previous years of our little bees, s'il vous plaît, nos guides. We got the Queen of Wands. With the Queen of Wands, she has two dragons. This Queen of Wands has two dragons. The Queen of Wands, just like every court card, just like Queen or Queen, she has she's a mature woman, okay? She knows what she wants. She's like I said, she's mature. But what I see with this one is that She may have jumped to conclusions. She may have made strong decisions. She has the fiery character of the dragon here, where you feel like, you know, if somebody, I feel like she's quick to reaction. Let us see what the book is saying about this Queen of Wands. What do we have? She has, God, she has fire. She has phoenix. To me, I'm seeing phoenix. And with the wand in the front, that she's pointing, you know, she's showing the wand first. She feels like, even though we are seeing the Queen of Wands is, you know, she's a hot woman, she's fiery, she owns her sexuality, she maybe that's what you've learned. Okay, there you go. From the previous years, you have learned to find that strong feminine inside that, I was going to say that maybe you reacted too quickly, but I feel like you have learned the lessons from the previous years, is to have found out what is your passion, but what ignites you, what ignites that fire within you, your passion, and not just not necessarily on your sexuality, but even though I'm picturing someone finding themselves, like who they are. If there are any of you that are transgender, or of anyone from the LGBTs, those are, I would have to guess, difficult years to go through, you know, to find yourself, to allow yourself to voice yourself. So you have, some of you, from the lessons you have got throughout the years, could be to finally voice, to learn to voice yourself, and to find that you could voice yourself, and that you could express yourself and say exactly who you are. With the wand, especially put in the front, I am, oh my God, I'm like focused on sex with that one, because you know, the one obviously is a phallic suite, like there is masculine suite, it's the sword and the wand in the tarot, and the cups and the coins are more related to the feminine side. So this card to me is very what is it, dualist or dualistic, or like even yin and yang, or showing the two, because you have this woman who is, as much as she's woman, she has a very warrior-like, I'm feeling the energies of Mars here. She has a warrior in this drawing, is very warrior-like, and she has a wand in the front, like honestly, I'm feeling like the don't mess with me. So I feel like for most of us, the lessons from the previous year has been to grow, to defend ourselves, to voice ourselves, to create our own identity. I don't even feel of it as a lesson, but maybe this is what we had to go through to find ourselves. The lessons were hard because we also learned to, she's putting the wand as a defense, and would be like also putting the hand like, stop. You will get hurt if you mess with me, in a way. Okay, that's something interesting. Let me see. I mean, with these energies of the dragon too, and the fire, it's like, whoa. You know, I don't know. We started watching Pinky Blinders with my son. For those of you who've ever watched that show, she reminds me of Aunt Polly. This is who I'm seeing here. And Aunt Polly is the actress who played, those of you who know me, you know that I love the Harry Potter series, and I'm very bad with names, so there is that. But she is the actress who plays the mother of Harry Potter's enemy. I can't remember his name right now. Malfoy. She's playing the mother of Malfoy, and she's also the actress who's playing the witch follower of Hecate in Penny Dreadful. So if those of you remember her name, please put it in the comments. For those of you who want to find out who it is. The Queen of Wands. Suite of Wands, Queen of Wands. The self-assured queen radiates with energy and warmth. Her dragons serve not only as ornamentation, but they reflect her enthusiasm and vibrancy. She can handle any situation with grace. Okay, here is what you've learned. I like the idea of also learning to handle situation with grace. I'm telling you, maybe that's the feminine side here. But the idea of handling situations. I am so sorry with the way this is situated. Like you have like my arms and hand looks huge. Okay. That's the lessons from the past. Now let's see. I know, I'm sorry, I'm always moving those, but this is how I feel connected with the deck, I guess, and how I need to, what I need to do. It is what it is. Horizon is the second card. What you can expect in the next year. What's the horizon? Our guides and angels, s'il vous plaît. What should our little bees can expect in the next year? What can a little bee expect in the next year? The Knight of Coins. Well, this is good. The Knight of Coins. That's because I have no room here. Let's see if I can do this. The Knight of Coins. Notice the bear. Notice how he's holding on to his coin. Notice the ram husks, if that's how they are called. The horns. With that, I'm thinking, again, we're back with Aries. With Aries like the god, I'm thinking of the god of war. There is that notion of gold again. It feels like, and remember we had the financial restraint at the bottom of the deck, of the energy deck. It feels like with the Knight of Coins, something to remember is that he is the slowest one. Most knights are on their horses, they get to a situation fast. The Knight of Coins is the one related to the earth. I was talking about the feminine energies earlier. He's the slowest of the knights. He's the one that plant the seed for it to grow. And with the bear here, I'm seeing somebody who's fierce. I'm seeing a protector. I'm seeing a quick reaction. So there is again, a duality in this card. But there is how you've been working for your money. Apologies, I needed a sip on that one. So what you can expect in this year is hard work, is ferocious work, is like when you plant seeds, like when you planning, but is also getting ready for harvest. So this may not be happening like you may not have your harvest quickly, because this is what you're going to be doing throughout this year. But since your horizon is eventually after harvesting, getting the coins, it looks like this is what you are going towards. You are just planting the seeds and preparing yourself for a nice harvest. Notice the pride, the no fear, I love the bear, but I'm stopping here because I notice how the bear is not facing head on. So there is that notion of coming at with peace, you know. You are this warrior, but how can I say, like you have this pride and you are heading on a way to protect your finances as well. So good plan, my little bees, good plans. So we were talking about illumination and ideas and working together in the community. I feel like some fierceness in your work life. So this is nice. Let's find out now what challenge our little bees will face this year. S'il vous plaît, nos anges, nos guides. Can we get a precise message on what challenge our little bees will face this year? S'il vous plaît. And that card is going to be here. Well, the challenge is yourself. And that card, oh my God, is one of my least favorite card. The Four of Cups to me is representing of a bratty behavior. The Four of Cups is a spoiled teenager. If I don't want to say I hate the Four of Cups, but I really don't like the Four of Cups. Except that in this card, it looks like a dreamer. Instead of being the one that doesn't even want to look at what the universe is bringing to him, he's not looking at those 3 cups, and he's not even looking at the one that the universe is bringing to him. He's really in La La Land. So the challenge, my sweet little bee, is you. Maybe you're self-centered, maybe you're a dreamer, maybe you think that you're too good for everything that's in front of you, for what the universe is bringing you. So you are your own challenge. I cannot be any clearer, and I don't need to keep going on this because if anything doesn't work, it'll be your fault. I cannot say it any other ways. It's don't spit on what the good Lord gives you. Don't spit on what the universe gives you. Don't spit on what your friends and the universe give you. If you don't succeed, remember, since the very beginning, you are being reminded that this is a community work. So if you go at it alone, if you think that you can, but see, this character is just hands crossed, looking up in the sky, waiting for something to fall on his lap. But there is already 3 cups on his laps, and we have the 3 characters of the community here. Maybe it's also time to stop expecting more than what you have. The universe gives you what you can handle. I only feel irritation with this card. Your challenge is yourself, period. The next card is this is interesting. This one is going to be how to harness your inner power. This is a card of strength. So how can you harness, how can you use that inner power? How can you find it and utilize it, s'il vous plaît? How can a little bee, nos anges, nos guides, how can a little bee harness the inner power, s'il vous plaît? With the sun. So, the sun is card number 19. The sun is some of the most beautiful card in the deck. The sun is, in some decks, is trusting, bringing out your inner child. But in this one, we see, what's at the bottom? People dancing. Okay, we see people dancing, and it looks like the sun, like almost. I'm thinking of like Ra, Jupiter. With this card, I'm picturing the sun god. But what you have to remember with the sun, and if you just look at the sun, at the star itself, when it was the summertime, or if you think of those notions, you think playfulness, you think joy, you think dancing, you think playing, volleyball on the beach, stuff like that. That's why I'm thinking of the inner child. But in order to harness your inner power, look at how he is looking at the sky here, but it's kind of like dark and then almost like wartime, whereas this one is light itself. So to me, one, trust the universe, and stop being ungrateful. Appreciate what you have, and just okay. So you have that illumination. So trust in yourself, trust in the universe, trust in your inner power, and find that light. Look how powerful this light within you. You have the light of God. You have the light of the universe. You are a child of the universe. This is your inner power. I mean, look at that. You had the illumination here by that the Archangel Uriel is talking about, bringing you that inner peace, the ideas falling into form. So in order to harness your inner power, you need to listen to yourself. Instead of like looking up and trying to see something where there isn't your answer, look within yourself. Look within the universe. Look in the people that love you. This card is a bringer of joy, and try to find, first of all, that joy, but that what made that child happy, and what made that child smile so much that his face was like a sun, but that trust is what you need to go for. Trust in yourself, trust in the universe, trust in what you can do, because you have all these faculties. I mean, look at them dance. See, look at that dance of and be grateful too, because I'm thinking of like old tribes, like the tribes dancing to call for rain when it's needed for the crops, or call for any need that they had. You always see the tribes like dancing for what, for celebration, for prayer to the gods. Even in some churches, you have people dancing in celebration, worship, and appreciation, and gratitude. So that's a lot of just being positive in all these ways. That's how you'll harness your inner power. Just know that inner power is there. And it's funny how, we have the inner power here also. And I just wrote down the things, so it's not like I prepared this. I decided, maybe 40 minutes before sitting down and doing this, I was setting up my desk earlier this afternoon, trying to figure out where I was going to work, trying to prepare my week. So I really didn't calculate like, there is the inner power that's going to come with the Archangel Uriel, and there is the question of strength, how to find your inner power. Wasn't there at all. I don't have any here. I need some chapstick. Okay, number 5. So this card is one that surprised me when I was looking at when I was copying the spread down, because this is a picture I have on my phone. This next card is the advice, but it's also lesson you learned last year. So I think there is some kind of a double message. I apologize for the tongue noise here, in case it was loud. So let's see this card. I feel like it's going to come in one way or another, maybe even 2 ways. Since this card is called the advice, but also the lessons you learned from last year. It'll be either advice or what lesson you learned, okay? So, s'il vous plaît, nos anges, nos guides, what lessons or advice, what advice or lesson from last year did our little bee learn or need to hear? This is number 5, and it's going to be over here. Apologies. 7 of coins. The 7 of coins is interesting. We were talking about harvesting with the Knight of Coins. The 7 of Coins, in some of the other tarot, and I don't have all my tarots with me, is in the whatchamacall, in the Rider-Waite, I believe it is, and in many of them, you have this man that is like, he's standing up with his arm over his rake, and it feels to me like he's looking at what he's planted, and he is admiring the work that he's done. You can see in this one that he has saved money, and he's got money in the front, and he's looking at a book, like it looks like he's doing his finances. So it feels to me like in the lesson that you've got from last year, or the advice that you can get, is that you've managed to work on your finances and you made a plan. So, and if you haven't, you should. Remember, we had the horizon is financial. So you are going towards, you still have some work with your financial, but you started something, and this is going to pay off. There is still some work, but I love how your lesson and or your advice is to keep going the road and to keep on planning. And congratulations on having started a financial plan. I feel very concerned by this one, by the way. So it's good you have looked. Either you have looked and good for you and you started something, or you are advised to start looking. But I feel like a lot of you, sweet little bees, smart little bees, have started to some kind of project. You lit a fire under something, and I think we've talked about that earlier. And notice how we have the sun surrounding the coins. So good wealth, good abundance there financially. Good for you. The guidance for the year ahead, which is also called the card of navigation. What is the guidance for the year ahead? S'il vous plaît, nos anges, nos guides for a little bit. Oh, look at that. That's a very pretty Lover's card. So, the guidance for the year ahead with this card here. We have the number 6. It's on top of the, look at that, if you can see we have the 4 and the 6, which is a mirror number in the Roman number here. And he is dreamer, he is alone. That was the obstacle card, how you being, stubborn and a brat. And the guidance is the Lover's card. So the Lovers could be a choice to make. Remember, there was a card that jumped when I was shuffling. No, I'm sorry, at the beginning we had the 7 of Cups, which means like you're overrun by choices. So there is a choice to make for some of you. Some of you need to hear. This is like Romeo and Juliet on this one. Look at how we have the sun in the background again, and we're telling you to harness your inner power with the sun and the trust. And we have 2 birds, love birds, haha. I'm saying haha, and it's also, they look like swans. Maybe not. If you can tell me what those birds are, I'm almost seeing like some white phoenixes. The guidance, again, to me, is that you cannot do it alone. Look at how you have clouds at the bottom here and how they are in the light. So trust in your lover, trust that you will grow and find that path to that. This is interesting. For some of the time, especially where I come from, especially with my experiences, I personally like to do things alone. I like to nobody will come and tell me what to do. You know, I'm an independent human being. I've done a lot of my stuff. I mean, I've had community help, thank God. I've had wonderful village helping me always. But when it comes to many things, I do have a hard time allowing anyone to guide me. It's strange. But with the lovers here, if any one of you is as stubborn as I am, there is that definite notion of teamwork and communication with those birds. I was trying to see if they were kind of. It almost looks like they are fighting, but birds is the sign of communication. There is a need for communication. Look at the love between these two people. Look at how they look each other in the eye, and the passion between them. But it almost feels like they are not talking to each other. They know that they love each other, but with the bird, there is a need to develop this communication. So the guidance for this year ahead, one, again and repeated, don't work alone. Two, it's possible that it is your inner power there that I'm seeing with in the illumination. Your ideas coming into form. All that is going to come from brainstorming, from discussing, from allowing you and your lover to communicate together, or whoever you will meet to be your lover. There is this is a guidance for the year ahead. Communicate, trust, and build something with your lover. But number one is communication. Number two is out of that communication we come brainstorming. And number three, that will lead to that inner power, that illumination, your ideas coming into form, your abundance, your sun. Notice how the sun is next to the lovers, next to the coins. Okay? The sun is not close to that Queen of Wands here. He is next to the lovers and the wealth. All of that is connected, okay? All of that is that wonderful light coming in your life. Good Lord, like if you're healthy, you have it all this year. Apologies. Number 7. Your personal theme for this year is a card of clarity, s'il vous plaît. Nos anges, nos guides. What is the person? I'm going to move that a little bit this way because we have the central card. What is a personal theme for the year of our little bees, s'il vous plaît? The Knight of Cups. Oh, yeah, mamma mia. And we have the 7 of Cups. That's the one that's at the bottom of the deck. You know what I noticed? This Knight of Cups. Oh, I'm confusing with the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is the one that's gifting the one. Notice how there is 2 fish and there is 2 what is it called? Seahorses. I was going to see, and there is 2 fish here on the cup. So is it that there are plenty more fish in the sea? Or is it that it's reminding you again that it's a couple notion? The Knight of Cups is emotional. It's the Knight of Wands is the one that's like really quick and that you can trust. Let's see what it says about the Knight of Cups. Your personal theme. Interestingly enough, as much as we have the abundance and the sun and the financial and all of that, there is your central thing, your personal theme for the year is emotional. So that's why I want to read what the description of this card is for this deck. The romantic knight, romance, gazes out through piercing blue eyes. He is dreamy, sensitive, and refined, yet also can be rash at times. The pair of inward-facing seahorses on his helmet indicate that he is more likely to act from his inner emotions rather than from practical external factors. So, as I was saying, this year, the personal theme for this year is emotional. So, I would take this as an advice to, especially with all the gold colors around this card, especially with the more mature card, because we have a queen, we have the sun, we have two knights, come to think of it. Knight of Cups and Knight of Coins, both of those are very strongly feminine energies, by the sweets. It looks like as emotional as you may be, you have to be careful not to make rash decisions. Follow your heart, however, because you have the Lovers. But try to be more like, like take your time to think. I would love to get a clarity card on this Knight of Cups. But maybe we'll get that with, I picked the Imbolc Oracle for the next month, because Imbolc is celebrated, I believe, around the 1st of February, which is, less than a month away. And that will be us going towards the spring already. So we are on our way to celebrate midwinter. But we're not there yet, but that's the deck I'm using now. Say goodbye to our Yule deck that I love so much. Especially, we just passed the 12 days. It was the Epiphany yesterday. Those of you who celebrate and had the Three Kings cake, I'm so jealous. S'il vous plaît. Nos anges, let's have an extra message for the year here using the Imbolc deck, s'il vous plaît. Nos anges, nos guides. Oopsie, that's one, I'll take it. Garlic, number 22. 22 again, the notion of couple here. Twin flames, possibly. Apologies. And at the bottom of the deck, by the way, we had what makes me think of the Eight of Swords. That was here. Look at how she's crying. Bloodstone. Closing your eyes to the truth of reality will only connect you with the illusions you have created, which kind of make us think of this guy here. Enough of the dream. Open your eyes to reality and appreciating the good things of reality. With this card, garlic, I'm almost picturing like, I am picturing somebody in the kitchen, like making some kind of a kitchen witch. We have, looks like a fox behind her, but there is a notion of purity in this card. It is unwise to walk beyond the boundaries you have yet to expand on. Protection among all else. Let's see what the keywords are for this one. Defensiveness, protection, managing negativity. Haha. Let's talk about this one. Pulling the garlic card suggests there are people who are working against you. Or perhaps that is your perception of your situation. There is likely resistance from others, but it may not be as bad as you might think. Whatever you are facing, receiving this card means you are more than capable of defending yourself against any attack you may face. You have what you have because of your hard work and dedication, and there is no one in your current orbit who has the power to take that from you. Any negativity that you are experiencing is a result of someone whose own emotional traumas are being triggered, which is all about them and not you. It may be unfortunate for them, but you are not required to entertain such behavior when it is hurtful to you. In the rare case that this card falls from the deck and lands in reverse, it didn't happen. But if you feel, that could be a message for some of you. It is a sign that you are being unjustifiably defensive when there is no threat at all. Quite the opposite. The other people involved genuinely have good intentions. You may wish to examine your own emotional triggers to see if past experiences are negatively influencing your grasp on the situation you have inquired about. Well, I just wanted to get information here. So this is just basically telling you, like, it's not as bad as you think it is, okay? Nobody is out there to get you. There is a protection spell with garlic. The writer said that she learned this spell when she was about 7 years old from an elderly Cuban woman who was a close friend of the family. So carry garlic with you for a trip or flight or to a party or wherever you feel, carry this spell or wherever you feel you want a little extra protection. You will need one garlic clove, half a teaspoon of honey, a pinch of salt, and aluminum foil. You will peel the garlic clove and make a slit in it that's slightly smaller than its length. Cover the slit with the honey and salt, making sure the salt sticks to the honey. While you are preparing this, focus your mind on your intention of protection. Wrap the clove in a small piece of foil so it won't dirty your clothes or whatever you decide to carry it in. So if you want to take a picture of this spell, here you go. I hope it's clear. And carry it with you. Go in peace if you need it or want it. A little message from Mother Mary, s'il vous plaît. Maman Marie, for this year ahead. What? Oh, can we just take one? That's a very lovely lover's card. S'il vous plaît, Maman Marie, un message. I feel like I haven't done that in so long. Message for little bees, s'il vous plaît. Oh, thank you. Our Lady of the Abundant Garden. For every need that you have, there are ample channels through which that need can be fulfilled. You can delight in your life and enjoy all the riches that are available to you, if only you open your heart and release your fear. Not like this guy. It is habit, not reality, that keeps you uncertain. Trust in our Mother, and you shall be nourished in her living garden of love. Beautiful. I was talking about trust earlier, and as usual, that's being confirmed with the Mother Mary card. You know, with that sun, trusting in the universe. Let's give you a healing card, s'il vous plaît. Healing angel card. There is two. We have Archangel Metatron. I am your link between heaven and earth, between your humanity and your divinity. I am here to help you heal the conflict that exists between your heart and mind. Feel me in your heart and soul and thoughts. Through oneness, there is love. Through oneness, there is love. That can't work here. Here we go. And positive thinking. Again, going back with the sun here. Positive thinking is vital in creating a healthy and abundant life. A positive attitude, along with positive beliefs and thoughts, are crucial ingredients for creating happiness. Don't worry. Think love. Think love. About the choice to make here earlier. I'm going to put that here. And a gratitude message to finish. We gotta keep the ways of the channel, s'il vous plaît. Okay, s'il vous plaît, one little gratitude message for our little bees. Merci. Oh, we have a bird on top of, looks like sun and moon to me. Reflect on the bad. The bad happens, then be grateful that it's over. Okay, my little bees, I'm sending you love. I wish you an amazing year. Looks like this is full of fun stuff. So best wishes to you, and keep us posted on how the year went. Sending you love. Bye-bye.